let's just start with, I mean, I think, we addressed a lot of the things last night in terms of the game against Toronto, but just, maybe kind of some of the talking points and emphasis to the group here as you prepare for back-to-backs.
Yeah, I think it's about making sure we're committed, connected, and in tightening our game up a little bit. Like there's offensive teams around the league, Ottawa being one of them, where if you give them a lot of room and space, they're going to make you pay. So we want to make sure we do things the right way, away from the pucks, and make sure we do a good job as five guys in all three zones of the ice.
In terms of the goaltending, we obviously saw Dan Vladar. Dustin Wolf's up with you. What's the plan here in a back-to-back?
Dustin will play tonight. Jacob is really close, so we're getting ourselves back to that point. But we'll have Dustin play tonight, and we're expecting him to bring his best.
Do you sense an element of excitement for him? But I mean, you can always tell he's laser focused on the task.
Oh yeah, he is. I mean, the one thing with him, he played one game last year, and that's I think a little bit where you get a lot of that emotion for the first game. Families in town for that one, all that stuff comes into play. Now it's about him going and doing what he does best, and that's stopping the puck and making saves. So we have to do a good job in front of him. That's a big thing, and that's a responsibility that we have as a team that's going to play in front of him tonight.
Do you kind of get a sense that there's a lot of pride from the group in that responsibility?
I do. I mean, it's the same as when these other young guys came up to play for us. The guys grab hold of them, and they want to see them succeed. And that's the cool part about this game and our team is if you can help us win, you're welcome. And guys want to see that. So that's we're not expecting anything different with him as we did with Zars, Posp, or Nick when they came into the lineup.
One last one on Dustin, and maybe going back to what you said about getting that chance to play his first one. As you've seen him kind of come back, go through a training camp now, do you kind of get a sense that maybe a different sense from him, and just in terms of his confidence and his belief in where he could be?
No, I don't think that's changed. I think he's always had that. He's from day one. I think he's got a little bit of what I would say Andrew had when Mangiapane when he was trying to work his way up. I think he's one of those guys that all the way along people would say, maybe not. He might be good at this level, but the next level is going to be a challenge. And I think he takes that personal, and he makes sure that he's at his very best. So I haven't seen a difference. I think he's had the same mentality basically every day that I've seen him. So it's a pretty good thing for a young guy to be able to have.
Quickly on the youth, and you talked about obviously you've seen quite a few of them up here, but with Martin and his opportunity to kind of play alongside Michael and Blake, he talked about that this morning. I mean, how's that fit worked for him, and maybe the benefits of playing with two veterans?
I think anybody that plays with Michael in particular and Blake will benefit from having their experience and how they play the game. So I think he's done a really good job in regards to what we're asking him to do with the puck, trying to be hard on the forecheck, try to get himself to the net. Got to keep working on his details away from the puck a little bit, but that's going to come as he gets more experience, as he plays more games.
But that game time goal, it's similar to what you're talking about. It starts with his forecheck and an active stick there.
Absolutely, and going right to the net, and that's where you're going to score your goals. So he has an understanding of the type of player that he is. Now it's just making sure you're consistently hard with it.